It is my privilege to stand before you. And first of all, I like to give thanks with the bottom of my heart to my God, in whose shadow I always try to walk. And I really want to thank you, Pastor Reverend Anand Sahai, for giving me an opportunity to speak on the Bible Exhibition Day in Merit. It's such a big pleasure, and I feel humble when I stand before you. It's such a big joy, and I really want to thank God for bringing out the importance of Bible Society of India. And I was digging into Google to find out who was the first person who started this initiation in India. And I got a lot of literature at my hand, and I will try to share all those important, valuable information which you all should know. Who were the people who came in India early 17th century? We are talking about 1811 onward for BSI. But they were gentlemen, three gentlemen from Germany. Their names are very difficult for me to pronounce, but I will try to spell out one name. He was the main responsible person. He was Reverend Bartholomew Jagjan Dev. It's difficult for a person like me to pronounce the correct pronunciation of a German name actually. He was a Protestant missionary who came on the behalf of the request of King of Denmark. Three Protestant ministers, they landed in Chennai, but they were not welcomed by the local, including the missionary who came from Germany and from Denmark to work in early 17th century in South India, especially in Chennai. And surprisingly, Reverend Dr. Bartholomew, in 17th century was able to learn two important languages. One was Tamil, another was Malayalam. In January 11, 1711, he was able to learn this language, and within 2 years he was able to translate the Bible into the Tamil language. And then he wrote to the King of Denmark that he wanted a press to print that. And during that time, it's not the modern, it was the thing that you have to engrave the letter on the, a metal, which is known as that copper metal. They used to make a plate and then to put in the machine, and one page was printed, then it was being dried up, and then another page was printed and was dried up. Like that, the first Bible in India was written by Dr. Bartholomew, and it was given to Tamil people and Kerala people who were able to speak Tamil language. And this was in 1730. Within 2 years, the gentleman was able to do a great job. Afterward, there's another name which I really want to share, which is mentioned on Google, was William Carey. You must be knowing his name. He was brought in by the British Army in East India Company to do the shoe repairing work. He was doing the shoe repairing job for the military personnel who were stationed in Calcutta. This guy was not having a proper education, but what he did, he learned the Bengali language and he learned the Sanskrit. Fantastic thing. I, being Indian, I do not know much of the Sanskrit, and I worked in Calcutta for 4 years. I just learned little more manageable language. Like that, I mean. But this William Carey did the marvelous job. He learned the Bengali language and he learned the Sanskrit language. And we were saying we were the people giving education to the whole world through Harappa and Mohenjo-daro civilization. But Indian people were not having any dictionary that time. This gentleman not only made the dictionary in Sanskrit and Bengali, he published the Bengali Bible in early 80s, before BSI came into the existence. And God gave me a chance to visit his institute. I saw his library, I saw his table where he used to work, and I saw those tools he was using for fixing the shoes, because he was a cobbler. So this gentleman, the second important gentleman in the history of the Bible Society of India, who initiated a great work to provide the Bible to the Bengali people, and he wrote Sanskrit Bible also. He converted the language, the Bible into the Sanskrit language. I don't know about the BSI printing the Sanskrit Bible or not. At this present moment, BSI is printing more than 72 Bibles in different languages, which is a great achievement of BSI. But before the BSI came into the existence, in February 23rd, 1811, this is the date mentioned on the page of the Bible Society of India. British and the foreign Bible societies came together in England, and they decided that they will open Bible Society office in India. And the first impression, the first mention of BSI was mentioned in Google. The people from England, the people from America, the people from European country, they came and they settled in Nagpur, and they opened the first office of BSI in Nagpur. And from Nagpur in 1950, when we got the independence, the Bible Society office moved from Nagpur to Cuban Road in Bangalore, and from there it moved to the present office, MG Road, Bangalore. This is the progress of BSI office as far as the manpower and the office are concerned. The achievement of BSI in these years was fantastic. Where we were having a Tamil language Bible, and 1860, if you read on Google, these three Protestant, Dutch and German ministry made able to write the convert the language into the Kannada Bible. And if you read and you find, in 1860, the first print of Kannada Bible was printed through BSI. And this is something great. We are not talking Hindi Bible or Urdu Bible, it will come later on. But at present, I am so happy to tell that Bible Society of India is printing Bible, main languages, more than 72. At one page on Google, it is crossing 80, which I cannot confirm, but 72 is a figure which you will also confirm.
94 now.
Now 94, this is something great. And in dialect, it is over 82. New Testament and Proverbs books, which Bible Society is producing, is over 18 different languages. And I'm not talking about the portion. They are printing the portions also, which is crossing over 100. Something great. Something really great. Now, when virus was attacking India in 2020, when the world was suffering under virus, what is the significant BSI played in that time, which is worth mentioning? Everybody was terrified. Everybody was in the hope. Only thing which was progressing in various time was the distribution of Bible through BSI. You know how many Bibles they distributed that year? More than 100 million Bible world over. And I'm sure, if I'm not wrong, BSI Delhi branch has sold the maximum Bible in that various period. The number I'm not sure how much, but this is mentioned on Google. The BSI Delhi branch auxiliary has sold more Bible than any other auxiliary branches in India during the first Corona period. It is a great thing that we are doing toward this. Now, the good thing in BSI is they are trying to reach to those people where the Bible is not possible to go. I was not that keen in the beginning because I was helping social activities, I was helping the needy people, I was giving money to the old home. But my late sister Bimla, one day she asked me, you are distributing money without any reason, why don't you help BSI? I said, I don't know anybody over there and I really do not know how to help. She said, I will make arrangement. I think she talked to Irish sister And then they arranged a meeting between me and Brother Richard Khan and the Pravesh. They came to my home. And I came on vacation and I met them and I asked, you want fund? I can give you the fund. But I don't want to give the fund for the routine work. My targets are different. If you do something different, then apparently money is not a limitation. So I gave my idea in UP. UP वालों की जो English है बहुत ही tight है. They say, my name is this, I live here, and then I mean yes. So I proposed to Mr. Brother Richard Khan that why can't you make a Bible where you have English one side and Hindi one side? He said, yeah, it is very good. I said, okay, money is not a limitation, you work on this project. They worked for 2 years, and in 2009, September, they called me and they said, the work is ready. If you want, you can come and check. I said, no, I really don't want to check. I have requested you. You are supervising the project. Please tell me how much money you want. They gave me a figure around 19 lakhs rupees. I sent the check, and this is the Bible which has been presented to all the churches which are having pulpit. Now, this Bible was dedicated in the remembrance of my parents because my both parents were not highly educated. My mother was illiterate. I feel proud that she was not knowing how to read and write. The good part is she made us to read and write Bible. And the good part is that I am able to have at least 1,000 verses on my heart. Not because that I was so interested to read that, but it's by my mother who forced us to remember the word by the heart. I am very happy for that. And I told Richard Khan Sahib, in this Bible, please do not mention my father, mother name. But they said, only in a bit we want to put something. I said, you can put a sticker. If you open this Bible, either on the first page or on the last page, you will find a sticker in the remembrance of my parents. I just wanted to give this credit to my parents. Being uneducated, being coming from the Hindu background, I come from Hindu background, being my first generation, I can claim that. My parents give education that we should carry the values of Christianity in our life. I really wanted to help Bible Society of India. Trust me, when I was working as a consultant, almost every month I was remitting around 10 lakhs rupees to the Bible Society of India, and I told them that if anybody coming to your office asking free Bible, don't say no, give them. And instead it is being implemented not through the BSI also, but through the new government ministry also. Almost 100,000 Bibles are being distributed every second month through that. So I really want to thank God that He was made me able to do this. I was not able. I can't claim that I'm a big man. I don't say that I have big money. But it was God's providence. I believed in His provision. I believe that God can do anything. And I believe in that nothing is impossible for the God. So today when I'm standing here, I want to tell you the Bible Society of India chose a very good word which is found in Matthew 24 verse 35 says, earth and the heaven will pass away, but my word will not pass away. What a joy. I was reading about the scroll, Dead Sea Scroll. You heard the name of Dead Sea Scroll? They were this manuscript found in 1948 in a cave by a shepherd boy. And when he sold that in the market, it was sold only $2. But one of the scholars spotted this manuscript in Tel Aviv market, and he purchased $5. And later on, when he sent these manuscripts to London Oxford office to check whether they are genuine or not, it was discovered these manuscripts, the Dead Sea Scroll, was the biggest finding of our life. We do not value any other finding in the world except the Dead Sea Scroll. And that Dead Sea Scroll has the manuscript of the Old Testament and the New Testament. Another big finding about the proof that the Bible was existing before our arrival in this earth was some of the manuscript was found in the dead cave. That's one of the dead cave where the skeleton of human beings are kept. And somebody went inside to check the bones and he found the scrolls over there. And this is the second biggest finding in the history of the mankind. So, Bible, what you are having today, has the proof that it was written through the God by the human being in the Hebrew language, and whatever you are having today in your hand is the interpretation into the Hindi or English from those manuscripts which are matching with this. So this is something great to know about it. Another good thing that as Bible Society of India put this word, Heaven will pass away, earth will pass away, but my word will not pass away. It is great to know. When I was a Hindu boy, my mother was doing puja, all kind of thing, but suddenly she started believing Christ. This word has changed our life. This word has removed our poverty. This word has changed me a different position. It reached me a different position. These words is 100% true. The world will pass away. The heaven will pass away. But if you follow these words of mine, they will never pass away. They will definitely going to give you the reward in your life. Now people say that I have given more than 2.5 crore rupees, 1.5 to the Delhi office and 1 crore to the South India office to distribute. And you will surprise, so now I'll give incident. In 2015 March month, before I left my consultancy, one of my financial manager, her name is Greta, she was distributing the Bible in Bangalore office, in Bangalore area. And we used to organize a program we used to call the local pastor. We used to distribute the Bible with the purpose it should go in the poor family home. And she was distributing one packet each, having 30 Bible in the carton. One very old, fragile man came forward and he said, I want 2 cards. Greta told, I cannot give more than 1. She said, no, I want 2. And he really fought. Then she asked, why you want 2 when I'm giving 1 to each, to everyone? He said, this is a long story. The story was, I was a pastor. The local authority put me in the jail because a lot of people were coming to my church. They said, if this man will remain here in Bangalore, he will change the entire community. So it is better to put in the jail. When he was sent to the jail, he started church there. And you know who became the Christian over there? Hardest criminal, the murderers, the rapists. They start coming in the church, in the jail. Every Sunday, 8 o'clock, after the breakfast, all the caddies stay there. They all start singing songs, they start praying, and they are following the teaching of Bible. The jailer wrote to the chief minister, if this man will stay in the jail, he will convert the entire jail into the church. So he said, I want 50 Bible. Greta was convinced and she gave 3 packets, 3 cards. And he took all 3 cards on his shoulder, he walked away and he sent the 50 Bible to the jail. And all those criminals, all those people, they got this Bible. There is something, the word will never pass away. The earth will pass away, the heaven will pass away, but my word will not pass away. Now imagine if this 50 Bible, if those criminals read, what will happen? It will change their life. It has changed my life, it will change their life also. The important thing is whether we are really giving the importance to the word or not. The word, right? The psalmist writes to this, I have kept your word in my heart. I have kept your word in my heart, so that I should not sin against you. What a joy. If the word is there in my heart, if it stays with me, I cannot commit any mistake. And Psalm 119 verse 11, it says, I have kept your word in my heart. I have kept this with the purpose that I should not make any blunder. I should not make any mistake. I should live peacefully. I should have all the blessings that God has stored for me. Now the what is happening in our life? We are struggling to get the blessings. We are facing a lot of problems. We are encountering a lot of diseases. We are finding our family is not having money and no peace in the house. And the reason being is the word is not there in our life. David writes, God, I have kept your word in my heart, so I should not do anything wrong. If this word is there, then nothing can disturb and steal your peace. If this word is there in your heart, you have all the blessing. If the word is there in your family, you have the joy which nobody can steal. If this word is there in your life, you have all the blessings. I wonder when David wrote this, God, I have kept your word in my heart. My word will stay. Everything will pass away. But if you honor this word, if the word stays with you, if it stays in home, you don't like anything. You don't look forward anything. Everything will come automatically. When I gave this money, I was working as a consultant, the money was flowing. I did not spend money on me. I said, God, I will not like to have this money. I would like to give this money for your work. Trust me, God is not blind. Psalm 94 verse 9 says, the God made the eyes, who can see? The God made the ear, who can hear? This is the word you will find in Psalm 94 verse 19. It says, when you do something for His word, when you do something for His kingdom, He is not blind. He is watching. And it is coming manifold to you. And it is coming in such a manner you can hold it. You cannot hold it. I spend only little money. I won't say I spent all my money. I spent little money. But today I am reaping the fruit. I am gaining the return which I cannot hold it. Today I am making this statement to honor the God. I am not boasting, please forgive me. I am not saying I am big man or little man, but I am just saying to honor the God. If you honor the God, even through your time, through your money, through anything, you work for His word, it will not go unnoticed. It will return back to you. Today the God made my asset more than 50 crores. I really wonder how it is happening, but it is happening. I never thought when I invested this money in 2014 that I will stand with that. I had nothing in my pocket, but I always hold His finger. I said, God, you are going to change the life. You are going to change the scenario. You are going to change everything, and it happened today. That's why I encourage my people. Those people who can do something for the spreading of the God word, please do it. Because God will return back to you with manifold. You cannot even try to stop it. It will keep growing every day. Second word which I want to share with you. Your word is a light to my path. Your word is light to my walk. Your light is towards my life. If I walk in His light, how can I make a mistake? If God is with me, if His words are with me, I cannot make any mistakes. I cannot go wrong in my judgment. I cannot do wrong. And nothing can go wrong in my life. Everything will be fruitful. Everything what I will do will be multiplied. Everything you touch will turn into the gold. And God says, your word is light to my life. Your word is the light for my life. If we concentrate on this sentence that is found in Psalm 199 verse 105, it says, God, what a joy. If your light is there in my life, it will never put me into the darkness. It will never going to put me to encounter any disease. It will never going to make me short in my vision. It will multiply my vision. It will multiply my dreams. It will multiply everything. It all depends how we are taking it. Because remember one thing, if you believe in the God, if you believe in the word, in His word, they will never go unnoticed. They will multiply in life. And that's why this Isaiah wrote a very important verse in his book. And that is found in Isaiah 40 verse 8. It says, क्या घास तो सूख जाती है, फूल मुरझा जाता है, तो मेरा वचन हमेशा, my word will always be there. The grass will rot, the flower will fade away, but my word will stay. That's why I admire when they put this verse on a card. Earth and heaven will pass away, but my word will stay back. They will never. So I appreciate and I encourage you, try to do something for God. But God is not blind. He made your eyes, He made His ears, eyes also. He can see what you're doing. This Bible exhibition, I will motivate you, encourage other people. Come forward. Help this Bible society. You will see God will multiply your dreams. God will multiply your life. God will add so many values in your life. You will learn like anything. You will not say, oh God, I need this. God, please save me from disease. Nothing will touch you. Nothing will disturb you. The reason being why, if you do something for God, God always notice. On this occasion of this Bible exhibition day, I wish Pastor Saab, Pastor Gerson Bhai, all the best for you and for your team. And I wish God will bring all those people here and they will be encouraged to buy the godly literature, because it says, my word will stay back. Everything will be destroyed. Everything will perish. Everything will have no value. But God's words will always be there. And I thank you for inviting me and giving me a chance to speak on this Bible Society exhibition. And I wish you all the best. I wish for your team also. And I believe in days to come, we will support your vision and will support your activity. God bless everyone. Thank you very much.